So, what's the first thing you do in the morning when you wake up? Do you grab your phone? Do you walk down to the kitchen to go get a coffee? What's the first thing you do? Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are keeping well. I think we're definitely going into the edition of gear now that we're all still under lockdown. I don't know if your lockdown has been released in your country. Let me know, how's it going on your side, and I hope you guys are keeping well. So today I thought we could do more into the gear that I have. We've actually never done a gear conversation, so today's video is looking through the freediving gear that I have. So let's get into it. So last week you guys saw all of the masks that I have, so I'm not going to go into the mask discussion, but I'm going to show you guys my fins, my suit, my weight belt, my weights, everything that I have that I take with me when I go freediving. So let's start with my fins. So these are my fins. I use the Mari's, they're called the Mari's Concord. They are plastic fins, they are not carbon, they're nothing special, but I absolutely love them. They are the first set of fins that I bought, and I'm absolutely in love with them. I'm saving up in order to get myself carbon fins, but as it stands, the plastics are doing a great job. And they're also great because you can train with them without worrying about them breaking. I know with a lot of guys who have carbon fins, sometimes they battle because they break if they train too much with them or if they travel in an unsafe way. And if you have to see my fins, the amount of scratches they have, it's not good. But the point is, it works for me. And then what I recently got, I've always dived with I started diving with a scuba suit, and then I bought a surf suit because it was nice and soft. And recently I bought an open cell suit for myself. I gave it a go. So I was co-teaching with another instructor, and he said, Zans, do you want to maybe give the open cell idea a second try and see how you feel? And I loved it, and I enjoyed how it feels in the water, so I bought one. So this is my new freediving suit. I actually cannot wait to go out into the water with it, because I was obviously using a borrowed one before, and now I finally have my suit and we're in lockdown. I don't think there's anything that is more painful than that right now. And these are the pants. What made this pretty cool is the guys who make this brand called Freedivers. They're based here in South Africa. So when I went down to Durban, I was able to try on these pants, and they were able to tailor them for me. So they don't make custom suits, but they do tailor a suit. And if you've seen, so I've got hips, but then I've got a smaller waist, and this waist finally sits beautifully around my waist, and so I'm very happy. And I can't wait to get back into the water and see how this feels. Open cell, obviously it's got that rubbery feel. It's just to make sure that the water doesn't travel through your suit, and you're able to preserve your warmth for as long as possible. So I'm excited to see how this goes. Anyway, that's my suit, my new suit. But I also decided to get a new belt. So I previously used the Rob Allen spearfishing belt. So obviously that suit is also used for spearfishing. That's why it's all camouflage. It's made for camouflaging into whatever environment you're spearfishing in. So yes, there is method to the madness of getting a camouflage suit. I do intend to spear with it. So I have a Rob Allen rubber weight belt, and what I found is it is quite tight, but it's great because as usual, most spear fishermen find it works perfectly. But the biggest problem that I had is that when I come up onto the surface of the water and I dive down at like 5 meters or like 10 meters, my weight belt comes from my hips and it hits my lungs and it just becomes really, really uncomfortable. And I think we then needed to fix that. So we fixed it by getting me a crotch strap, which is fantastic. But then when I went to the Freediving store the other day, I saw that they have this rubber belt. But what makes this rubber belt special is that it stretches. I don't know if you guys can see. And I love that stretch. I love that stretch. The Rob Allen belt does not have that stretch, and I feel like when I do get into the water and I put this around my hips and make it really tight, I think it could stay there without needing a crotch strap. So that's hellishly exciting, and that is my new weight belt. So I'm excited about this. I'll let you guys know how it goes. And then with that belt, I got these little Freedivers weights. They are 800-gram weights, but what makes them exciting is that you don't have to fight to move them. So unlike traditional weights, my other weights are upstairs. You can just move these along the belt while you're wearing your suit. You don't have to take off your belt in order to be able to move them around so they sit nice and evenly. So again, I haven't gone into the water with my new shiny gear, but I'm excited, and I'm excited about these weights as well, because I know how often you get into the water and you're thinking, are you kidding me? So yeah, so that's that. You guys know my Mari's nose clip. I still use it. I still love it. I do a lot of my dry training with it. It sits next to my bed. So yeah, you guys know a nose clip. And I've seen that there's a few newer looking nose clips. I mean, everyone's got a nose clip in the big brands coming out, but this works for me and I'm happy with it. And then I want to show you my snorkel. So my snorkels are all Seiko dive snorkels. I also bought these for my students. So whoever comes to train with me, they can use these snorkels. What's great about them is that they float. This is a very important thing. So some people don't like to dive with a snorkel hanging off their mask like this when they're going down. So some people like to breathe like this, and they drop the snorkel and then they go, and the snorkel comes back up. So I love this. I use it all the time, and I always dive with a snorkel. So I'm not cool enough to do this and then throw it on the side there. I'm still working on it, but the point is, this is my snorkel. And lastly, my Aqualung Sphera, as you guys know it. So that's the video for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your support. Drop me a comment below. What suit are you using? And is it an open cell suit? So tell me about that. And your fins, are they plastic or carbon? I'm looking forward to hearing all of your responses. Let me know what you recommend I should be looking at. You know, I'm always open to your suggestions. And yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Keep well, stay safe, stay at home if you're under quarantine. Just a reminder that we're trying to protect everybody around us, and yeah, and we're trying to protect ourselves. So I'm sending massive love and big kisses. Have an awesome week. Cheers.